Hi, I'm Ed. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at another drone. It's a JY03 drone from Holystone, and it's about a $50 drone. I got it from Walmart, ordered it online, got here in about 3 days, so I was happy about that. The Walmart package, it came from FedEx. Walmart package was fine, no problems there, but right off the bat, this box has some significant damage over here, and this whole crease right here is creased in, and some more damage over on this side too, as you can see. Pretty damaged box considering it's a drone. So we're going to find out what the heck we have inside here, and I think it's in a case, so that should help. So let's see what we've got. Alright, it is in a case. That's a good thing. Hopefully it's padded. Okay, everything is all in one case. So we'll get rid of the box, the beat up box, and hopefully nothing was destroyed in there. So this is kind of a nice case. I like it. Very lightweight drone, I'm going to tell you that right now. In fact, this is probably one of the lighter drones I've had in a while. So this will be interesting. We'll do the unboxing here, and then I'm going to go through and eventually here, after we do the unboxing, I'm going to add some more tips and tricks, and I'll do some calibrating on it, and we'll eventually get it up in the air and see how it flies. So let's get through this part first. And we're both kind of doing this at the same time here. I haven't touched this thing yet, so let's see what we've got. I like the case. Alright, well, it looks like everything is already put together. That's good. Don't have to put any propellers on or anything. See what we've got here. Cautions of battery. And we got some more cautions. And nothing you have to worry about, just some more cautions. Got a little instruction manual here. Accessories list. Let's see. Right. That's good. It tells you everything's got altitude hold, headless mode, one key rolling. That'll be fun. We got shining light indicator, optical flow position, gesture photography, super stable hover, facial recognition flow, and follow, and one key camera adjustment. Yeah. So with the follow, the facial recognition follow, you lock it in and it should follow you as you move, but I don't know, we'll see how that works out. So you got that, and then what do we have here? The app operating guide. Okay, this is where you're going to go ahead and you can scan your QR code, and it'll give you your view for your phone or your tablet. I'm assuming a phone because this is a pretty small drone, so that's about all you're going to be able to fit on this, I'm assuming. Well, let's take a look right now. We'll take a look at the controller. It's in there. This is all packed in pretty tight, I'll tell you that. Good styrofoam. I don't see where anything was damaged in the packaging here, in the travels. Alright, here's our controller. Pretty standard. Not a bad size either. This should flip open. Now we got, these are our antennas. There's our antennas. So we got the antennas on there. This should flip open, I'm assuming. Yes, it does. No buttons in there though. You have no buttons on the inside. Yeah, that'll hold my phone. And we've got some buttons down here. Looks like you got some trim buttons. We're gonna have to trim this because it's not GPS. So you're gonna have to trim it up and make sure you get it flying straight. On the back here, looks like we've got two unusable buttons, two buttons that you're not going to use here. They just don't move. Dials. And also you've got we got a photo video, and this must be the headless mode right here. So you could go with that and that. Then you got the 360 flip right there. And on this side, not sure what that button is. I'll have to take a look at that later. We'll investigate. So, and then we got two buttons here. Here's a return. This is a land or a return to home. I'm not sure. One of these is return to home. One of them is a land. This is probably return to home. They're landing, but they're one or the other. Okay, so that's that. One of these should click. Either of them click in. Not sure how we're going to trim this, but eventually we'll find out how to trim it out. But it's not just going to lock into some satellites for us. But we'll get it going. Alright, so that's the controller. It's lightweight. It takes 3 AAA batteries. Let's see what else we got here. Let's take out the little stuff first before we get to the drone. This looks like a USB charger. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is. A very thin charger. Okay. We have a USB charger. These should be some extra propellers, I'm assuming. And I believe they are. Open them up. Yeah, they are. Yep. Some extra props and a screwdriver. What else we have in here? Just that's about it. Okay, yeah. Some extra props. There's another one in there. A screwdriver and some screws. Okay. So if you wreck it, you got some backup here. Okay, there's that, there's that. These look like a couple of batteries. That's the size of your battery right here. They don't make these things that easy to open anymore, do they? Okay, yeah, that's the size of your battery. And the charger must be in here somewhere, because this charger that I just had here, right here, has a little pin up. There it is. Charges right in the side there. Okay. That's not too hard. And there's another one of those. So you get 2 batteries. We'll find out what kind of battery life we get out of these. It's not a big drone. It's a light drone, so we should get some time out of it. Now let's get the drone out of here. Well packed. And we've got something attached here. That's off now. We'll see what that is. And here's the drone. And it's very lightweight. It's all together. That is it. That's your... It's plasticky. It's pretty lightweight. You could hear that. Let's see what the camera looks like here. That's it's different. You can move it up and down apparently. So one of those buttons on here will be to move that camera up and down, I'm assuming. And we'll find out. There's the on off button. And it all seems to be mounted pretty good. It seems solid. It's just light, very lightweight. And it's got spots here for what I'm assuming is going to be in here. These should be our guards, which I'm going to put on because I don't know how I'm going to be able to fly this thing without GPS, and it's been a long time since I've flown a drone that you have to trim up. And let me do some more research, and I will get back to you and tell you what some of these things do, what some of the features are, and if they actually work. We'll get a little calibration going on this, and we'll be ready to go and see. Then we'll get it out to fly and see what happens. Alright, so that's the unboxing. That's about all there is to it. Okay, well, we're back. I went through this instruction manual. Pretty difficult. Not what I was expecting. This is even more lightweight again. It just gets, I think it's getting lighter as I go. I used, oh, this is Dexter, by the way. Sorry, there were some fireworks going off. It's the night before Labor Day, and apparently that's just like the 4th of July here, I guess. So he wanted to be closer to somebody, so he's going to be in the shot for a while, if you don't mind. This is Dexter. Dexter, this is YouTube. Okay, so I got the, I used the scanner, and I got the code here, and I scanned it into my phone just using a QR code scanner. That's done, and it downloaded. It just downloaded just fine. It gives you a nice little app on your phone. The other thing is these batteries. This little battery takes 2 hours to charge. 2 hours for this little battery to charge. That's crazy. So if you're charging two of them, I think it means, it said 120 minutes per battery. I guess that means each one. I don't know if that means an hour for each one or 2 hours for each one. And so you're going to be charging for 4 hours before you fly this thing. Anyway, so that's different for a battery that size, and something that's probably going to be in the air for maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes per battery, I'm thinking. Something to that effect. Just a guess. And I think I said that it was 1080 before on the camera. I don't think so. It doesn't say anywhere in here, but I thought I saw that somewhere. Also, another thing I found out, the camera up here, it moves. It does move, but I think you're going to have to move it up by hand before you take off, because in the instruction manual, it tells you that, let's see, it tells you that this button right here controls the up and down movement of the camera. Well, this button right here doesn't move at all, and neither does this button on the left. So neither one of these buttons move. So I don't know. I think you're just going to have to do a trial and error and see where you want that thing set when you take it up, and then have to come back and I don't know. That's different for me. I never saw that before. So it's going to be a fixed view once you get it up in the air. So you probably want to take it up, see what it looks like, and then bring it back down if it doesn't look right, and move it around a little bit and take it back up again. That's going to be an issue. But I will just set it probably like at an angle about like that, probably, so that you're shooting down at what you want to see. The controller itself, a lot of these buttons don't even do anything. Well, a couple don't do anything. This button doesn't do anything, and like I said, neither one of these do anything. This one is for headless mode, which is where you can fly it without having to have a front and a back. It's just willy-nilly. You can just fly it however you want. This is normally the front here, and that's without headless mode. You can run it with this being the front, this being the rear, and it's just really easy to fly. I've never flown in headless mode before. It's just not my thing. Okay, well, bottom lines here are, I went over the instructions. There, I mean, it's just this little piece right here, little from here to there to get it calibrated. I did everything it said. It didn't seem to react to anything really. There's some lights down here that are supposed to flash when it's not connected and go solid when it is connected. That never happened. They just stayed solid all the time. So it did connect to the. It was all connected. I took a few pictures up there. They came out. They came out all right. They look like maybe they're a little grainy. So I'd say probably 720, maybe. I wouldn't say 480. Probably 720. I'd say is what they look like. But it flies. You get up there. I don't know how to. If I knew how to trim it better, it really doesn't tell you anything about trimming it in here. It's just about the auto trim. And it's supposed to be set once you do it, but it still kept drifting on me a little bit. So I don't think you can do an in-air trim. I don't think you can trim it in the air with a couple of buttons here. I just couldn't find any way to do that. So if it starts drifting on you, you better, if it starts drifting too much, I just brought it right down, and then I recalibrated it, brought it up again. And it did seem to stay steady again, and then it started drifting again a little bit. But so, bottom line is, it's going to teach you how to fly a drone if you've never flown a drone before. The setup was the instructions are bad, but the overall is it flies. I didn't crash it. I was able to take it off and land it. Move it forward, move it in reverse. Everything worked okay. It's just a matter of the drifting. and there was no wind either, so that wasn't part of it. In fact, and I will say this, a real good plus about it, this thing really takes a beating. I mean, this thing when the battery died, that's when I found out, because it started coming down, and I brought it up, and it started coming down, and then I kept trying to bring it back up, and it just kept coming down, and then it just went crashed. So, but there was no battery level on my phone, so it doesn't tell you if your battery's dying or not. You just have to kind of know, I guess. I did not see a battery level anywhere on my app. There may be, I did not see it on there anywhere. So fly at your own risk. There is nothing to move. This is, you just have to move by your hand and set it before you take off, which I did, and that worked out fine. It wasn't a big deal. If you just take it up a little higher, or move it to the left or right. You just got to use your drone as your instead of moving your camera around, which is inconvenient. But all I can say is it works. It's durable, and it's just hard to keep it steady all the time. It does seem to drift. So I think I'm going to close with that, and that's the best I could do on this one. I tried my hardest. So everybody, if you want to give this thing a shot, it's not bad for $50, I guess. And maybe there's some things I'm missing. That's the first time I tried it. Maybe after some more trial and error, I will be able to figure some things out. But it just didn't seem like the instructions matched this drone setup. It just didn't seem to do the things it was supposed to do to get it set up. But I want to get out there and try a 360 flip and do some of those things and see what I could get going on. Anyway, it's been a really long night, because I just kept trying here and trying to get it set up, and it just wasn't working. And then when I got the Wi-Fi set up, it said to connect without internet, and you have to connect it without the internet, but you do still have the Wi-Fi connection. So that being said, I'm extremely tired. I have very little sleep. Dexter, I don't know where he went. He slept all night. I was up till about 3 in the morning messing with this thing and on with customer support just to try and figure out why it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. But I guess it was already connected, and it just wasn't doing the flashing of the lights or the things it said it would do. So